And now introducing the first competitor.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Newcastle Pro Wrestling Brawl at City Hall. I'm commentator Cam and I am joined here by Bucky, the Buccaneer.
Pleasure to be here, Cam. Listen to that fired up crowd. They are very keen for some action tonight. And I got to say, so am I.
I am absolutely keen. Who doesn't love a rumble? Rumbles are the pinnacle of wrestling. I mean, every year you watch that large promotions rumble. If that's the only thing you watch all year, it's that one followed by some sort of mania. And this is our rumble. This is our mania.
Introducing first, weighing in tonight at 88 kilograms. This is the Thief, Jimmy Townsend.
And we are kicking off the action with the Thief, Jimmy Townsend. You see that gauntlet that Jimmy Townsend is carrying? That is not his. He's stolen. As per his name, the Thief. The rightful holder is the man who will be coming out next, the Leo Tempest, who won the gauntlet at the Invictus tournament.
Maybe it's the pirate in me talking, Cam, but the big question is, how can he be the rightful holder of it if he doesn't currently have it? You've got to protect what's yours.
And now, introducing his opponent.
And his opponent, one of the, and allow me to say, in my humble opinion, one of the most underrated performers in all of Australian wrestling. This man, I know you said you had to protect your assets and things like that, but I mean, even you yourself, as a pirate, you've had your rum stolen from ringside.
Absolutely. And to be honest, was it frustrating? Yes. Did we win it back? You better believe it.
And that's what Jimmy Townsend is about to find out. Just what happens when you take something that isn't yours. Crime doesn't pay, and etc., etc.
And that is the other half of that, Cam. If you are going to take something that's not yours, then it's on you to defend it. If you are going to take it, expect consequences.
Exactly, and Leo Tempest, he will do everything in his power to return that gauntlet back to
his opponent hails from Newcastle and weighs in tonight at 80 kilograms. The winner of the Invictus Gauntlet, the artist, Leo Tempest.
Now, at the risk of being controversial, but there is something to be said about all white gear. It always looks good.
It certainly does for the first 30 seconds.
Well, Leo Tempest, we've seen him perform in white gear before. I get there was a match that involved some crimson and certain things and whatever, but the gear, look at it, still holds up.
Very, very true, Cam. Now, this gauntlet, it's not just a gorgeous piece of metal, it's a lot more than that. There's so much on the line.
If your hand was Jimmy Townsend, like, I wanted to add some superlatives and other ways to describe the glove, but Jimmy Townsend just leaves the ring.
Ridiculous. As I said, if you're going to steal something, it's then on you to defend it and make sure you're hanging on to it. Stand your ground, son.
You know what the problem is? It's the haircut. He voluntarily rid himself of long hair.
Yeah, that is a huge problem.
As somebody who is a purveyor of fine haircuts, I think he's made a choice and it is not working out for him.
Certainly has. Having faced Jimmy Townsend with longer hair, I can say he was quite a formidable opponent then. And does he still hold up without the hair?
He has been proving himself to be quite the cunning competitor, let's say that. We say competitor as he leaves and re-enters and leaves and re-enters and then uses the gauntlet. That's
big distraction.
Cunning,
big distraction.
Very cunning. Tempest sent into the corner, up, over, appearing behind Jimmy Townsend. Big boot to the sternum, sending him back into the corner. That flying elbow, jumping from the center of the ring, getting so much air. Twisting with that back elbow again. Leo Tempest, the elbows of doom. Big forearm. Then gonna hit you in the face. Spinning around.
Brings him to the mat hard.
Leo Tempest, big snap suplex. Gets the cover. He wants to end this early. He was only able to get that 2 count. Leo Tempest, he wants that gauntlet back, and he wants it back as soon as possible. Jimmy Townsend calling for a timeout.
No timeouts in wrestling. Last I checked, Cam. No luck for Jimmy Townsend either. And I think you're right. I think Leo Tempest is trying to finish this one off early. He wants that gauntlet back, and he's got the passion in him tonight to make sure he gets it back.
Absolutely. You just look at the determination, the power that he's generating in those shots. He's putting everything into it. He's appealing to the crowd, firmly behind him. The Tempest lined him up, but Jimmy Townsend getting out of harm's way again, getting under the ring.
Can I say as well, Cam, there is one thing to face an opponent who wants to defeat you and put you down for the count. There is another thing to face an opponent who you have very much annoyed and who wants to see nothing more than you in pain.
Leo Tempest thinks he's figured out where Jimmy Townsend is. He's going to the other end, trying to catch Jimmy Townsend. He's outsmarting him.
Oh, there's some movement over the side of the ring.
No! Jimmy Townsend! That's the double reverse troll. I know that you know that I know that you know that I know that you know where I'm going to appear. So I'm not going to do that unless you know what I know. And you never want to make a deal with a Sicilian. Leo Tempest sent headfirst into the corner. Body shots there from Jimmy Townsend. Big crack to the top of the skull.
Certainly firing back with some aggression of his own. He wants to hang on to this gauntlet and wants to show Tempest exactly why he's got it.
And you hear the crowd reaction to Jimmy Townsend. Once one of the darlings of Newcastle Pro Wrestling, he had his debut here. People loved him when he was a part of the Prefects. He's since left school. And as people do, towards the end of their school career, they find other hobbies which may or may not alter their senses and personalities. And then become a thief, stealing gauntlets and VCRs and things like that.
Falling in with the wrong crowd, one might say, Cam.
And he's fallen in with Mick Moretti. Now, Moretti is an interesting character. He's an enigma. While not specifically doing things like that, I feel like the people around him start to change, they evolve, they move to a different mold is probably the best way to describe them.
The most critical part of your development at that stage is the crew you keep around you, and my God, has he picked his crew. Very near fall there. Great moves from Leo Tempest.
Leo Tempest, so technically sound. You see, everything he does is crisp, is with purpose. Jimmy Townsend, that drop toe hold, sending Leo Tempest face first into the middle rope. Leo Tempest being picked up, put down. Jimmy Townsend showing that power.
Now, you say everything that Leo's doing is with purpose tonight, Cam, and I'm questioning that purpose. Is Leo's purpose to win the match, or is it to put Jimmy Townsend in extreme pain? Because one of those things will see him with victory here tonight. The other might cost him victory. Crowd very strongly behind Leo Tempest, Cam.
And to your point, Jimmy... Leo Tempest, he wants that gauntlet back. Yes, he does. Does he want to hurt Jimmy Townsend? I'd say there's a big part of him that does want to do that, that wants to punish him for doing that. But I also think Leo Tempest is smart enough to know, get the gauntlet, then hurt him. Once that's done, then you've got a big metal fist you can put in his face. Until then, you don't have that.
I hope for his sake you're right, Cam.
I hope for all of our sakes that I am correct. However, the commentator's curse usually goes the other way, so he's probably going to, I don't know, start gardening or something out there. Nice clothesline there. Leo Tempest using his body as a weapon. Both competitors face first on the canvas.
Who will make it up first?
This is some surrealism art being performed by Leo Tempest. Both competitors showing some signs as they get to their feet. Jimmy Townsend rolling back. Looks like he's going to start making a break for the ropes again, using the ropes to assist him back to one knee. He's up to his feet first.
And Tempest there seemed more inclined to try and get to Townsend than to get to his feet. Big strike from Tempest. Is there another one? Absolutely. Brings Townsend down, and again.
Nice catch there by Leo Tempest. Big jumping kick to the head. Wants to go for the pin, but Jimmy Townsend, almost out of muscle memory, rolls out. Leo Tempest looks like he's trying to line up for this suicide dive as he has previously done. This time he catches him. Jimmy Townsend not able to escape. Leo Tempest.
Fired up.
He's fired up, and he knows you're not going to win the match from the outside. Rolls him back in. This shows us where his intentions are.
You're absolutely right, Cam. If I was correct and he was just trying to hurt Townsend, he left it outside the ring, but he's brought it back in. He's looking for that pin.
Only able to get the 2 count. Both competitors are on absolute fumes here.
Very close call there, Cam. I'm not sure how he managed to get that shoulder up. All that would have taken was our referee, Hannah, blinking, and that would have been 3. You could have missed that one easily.
Missed by the hair on my head. Leo Tempest being racked up on the shoulders. Jimmy Townsend straight down onto his knees, lined him up. Jimmy Townsend cannot believe it, but Leo Tempest, pure adrenaline keeping him going at this point. Jimmy Townsend lining him up. Taking a bit of a moment to have some words with the crowd.
Boy, the crowd have some thoughts for him.
And ready to go. Leo Tempest out of the way. Jimmy Townsend belly to belly with the canvas.
They don't call them high-risk maneuvers for nothing, Cam. Sometimes they do come up short, and you are just eating a face full of canvas and then tied up in the middle of the ring.
Leo Tempest with the crossface on Jimmy Townsend. Jimmy Townsend in the center of the ring. This could be it. He could be going. He almost taps.
He's reaching for that rope, but there's no rope there. He's rolling.
This could be it. He's rolling through. Almost able to pick up the surprise victory. Big step up enziguri by Jimmy Townsend, hooking him up for the super. Straight down to his belly. Leo Tempest face first onto the ground. Leo Tempest just able to get that shoulder up. It was one clavicle away from being a match.
And the shock on Townsend's face. He thought he had him, and rightfully so. Kicking out after that, no mean feat. Certainly not easy, and it shows you the heart that Leo Tempest's got.
It wasn't mean feet, it was determined feet. It was angry feet. It was happy feet.
I can't think of any other words that would be appropriate with feet there, Cam, but I hear you and you are right.
We're in Newcastle, home of tap dogs, home of stomp. We're all about the feet. You know what feet we're not about? Defeat.
Well, certainly not if Leo Tempest got anything to say about it. That crossface back on, middle of the ring once again.
Leo Tempest with the crossface. Jimmy Townsend, the ungloved hand. Leo Tempest removing the glove from the hand of the thief.
Leo Tempest!
Leo Tempest taking back what's his, taking back what he earned. He almost deserves another gauntlet. He has had to defend that gauntlet twice. How often do you win the gauntlet and then have to defend it again? That should be your property.